Tuition on Air.
Compulsory English book, and this book is for science students, commerce students, management students.
दूर शिक्षा रेडियो कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर मनको आवाज युनिक एफएम 94.2 मेगाहर्ज र तानसेन नगरपालिकाको सहकार्यमा
कोरोना संक्रमण रोकथामका लागि जारी लकडाउनको अवस्थालाई मध्यनजर गरी उत्पादन गरिएको दूर शिक्षा रेडियो कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर।
नमस्कार, तानसेन नगरपालिकाको सहयोगमा र युनिक एफएम 94.2 मेगाहर्जको उत्पादन तथा प्रसारणमा सुरु भएको दूर शिक्षा कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर कार्यक्रममा आजको कक्षा 11 को कम्पलसरी इंग्लिश विषय अध्यापन तथा सहजीकरणको लागि म महेन्द्र बोधी माध्यमिक विद्यालय तानसेन पाल्पाको शिक्षक कमलराज बस्याल उपस्थित भएको छु। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, तपाईहरुले हाम्रो कार्यक्रम www.unicfmpalpa.com त्यस्तै गरी युट्युबबाट र हाम्रो एफएम को फेसबुक पेजबाट पनि सुन्न सक्नुहुनेछ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, हिजोको कक्षामा तपाईहरुले युनिट 9 मा रहेको कम्प्यारिजन मिनिङ इन्टु वर्ड्स को कम्प्यारिजन भन्ने टपिकबाट हामीले केही कुराहरू गरेका थियौं र त्यही कुरालाई म आज थोरै रिपिट गर्छु। तपाईहरुलाई मैले केही असाइनमेन्टहरू गृह कार्य पनि दिएको थिएँ, पक्कै पनि गर्नु भएको छ होला। अब त्यसैलाई लिएर हिजोको टेक्स्ट बुक अथवा स्टुडेन्ट्स बुकमा हामीले केही प्र्याक्टिस गरेका थियौं भने त्यही अन्तर्गतको आज हामी केही वर्क बुकमा प्र्याक्टिस गर्छौं। ध्यान दिनु होला। जस्तो तपाईहरुले पेज नम्बर 34 वर्क बुकको पेज नम्बर 34 हेर्नु होला, जसमा कम्प्यारिजन अफ एडजेक्टिभ्स भनेर दिएको छ। कम्प्यारिजन अफ एडजेक्टिभ्स भित्र त्यहाँ तपाईहरुले जान्नुपर्ने कुराहरुमा फर्स्टमै पनि अस्ति पनि ख्याल गर्नुभयो होला, जस्तो कि ER देन एन्ड मोर देन, मोर देन भनेर दिएको छ। बुकमा पनि हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। ओके, नाउ द क्वेशन्स आर इन पोइन्ट 1 पेज नम्बर 34 युनिट 9 coal fires and electric fires. So now compare them. The example that has been given in the book is electric fires are not as cozy as coal fires. The word cozy has been given there. And next is coal fires are more economical to run than electric fires. So economical to run is there. Likewise, number 3, electric fires are cleaner than coal fires. So the clean is the word that should be used there. Okay, now come to the question. It is the example. Just I read it from the book. Now come to the question. Now, in the first, the word is exciting, hard to play, old, you can see. Okay? Then how to use them? As you found in the example, similarly, you have to use them. Okay? Chess and Monopoly. Chess and Monopoly, they are the types of the games, names of the games. So, now write them using the adjective exciting. Compare using the word exciting, hard to play and old. Okay? First of all, try it. Chess is not as exciting as Monopoly. Chess is not as exciting as Monopoly. Chess is harder to play than Monopoly. Chess is harder to play than Monopoly. And chess is older than Monopoly. Chess is older than Monopoly. Okay? Follow the same structure. In the examination, you have to write, you have to complete the words that is given. Okay? What words are found or given on the basis of the adjectives given. So you have to complete. Okay? Just I repeated it from the workbook. Okay? Others points are the job for you. You have to complete them. That is your job. Okay? Now come to the next point. That is page number 35 and number 2, unit 9.2 in workbook 35. Give your opinion about the following using a superlative form. Using a superlative form. So the examples, okay, first of all look at the example. The first example is, the first example talks that interesting. book that I have read. Interesting book that I have read. So it is made like this. The most interesting book that I have read is. The most interesting book that I have read is. You have to write any name of the book. Like the name of any poetry, prose, stories, whatever you like. Like the name Good Earth. The most interesting book that I have read is The Good Earth. Like Hamlet, like June Tara, no? So any name you can write. Number 2, beautiful country in the world. So write it, beautiful country in the world. So you can write like Nepal is the most beautiful country in the world. Or you can write the most beautiful country that I have ever visited, ever seen is Nepal. The most beautiful country that I have visited or seen is Nepal. Next, clever person in the class. The most cleverest student that I have ever found. The most cleverest friend that I have found in my class is Sanjay. Okay, write like this. In number 4, ugly, ugliest, good, best, and next is most boring. Number 6, number 7, the most difficult. Yes, I think the most difficult language to learn, like this. Okay, so complete this with the examples. First of all, generalize the answer with the help of the given clues. Then you can complete. Now next point, please. It is just a revision and practice. So you have to practice it. Page number 35, number 3. Comparison of adverbs. So we already practiced it. हामी अगाडि पनि यो प्र्याक्टिस गरिसकेका छौं है. त्यो हुँदाखेरि मैले अलि छिटो पनि लगेको छु. अगाडि हामी टेक्स्ट बुक अथवा स्टुडेन्ट्स बुकमा हामीले प्र्याक्टिस गरिसकेको कुरा भएर यसलाई चाहिँ म अलिकति छिटो ओभरभ्यू मात्रै गरिरहेको छु. Number 3, हेर्नुस्. Complete the request and suggestions using a comparative adverbs. So you have to complete the requests. There are some of the requests and suggestions, and you have to use the comparative adverbs. Use the comparative adverbs in the following gaps. You find the gaps in the exercise, in the questions. Okay, now come to the first question. Your handwriting is terrible. Your handwriting is terrible, can't you? Can't you? Then you have to 8. Write a bit more neatly. That has been given. अब तपाईले यसरी भर्नु पर्यो कि write a bit more neatly. ए more neatly यहाँ चाहिँ comparative adverbs आयो. Neatly is adverb. त्यसलाई चाहिँ comparative. Neatly लाई हामी चाहिँ के बनाउन सक्दैनौं. डाइरेक्ट चाहिँ comparison हुँदैन थियो. त्यही भएर हामीले more लगाउँछौं यस्तोमा. adverb मा हामीले more लगाएर neatly बनाइएको छ यहाँ. Number 2. You hardly ever telephone. You hardly ever telephone. Can't you? Can't you call me? Can't you call me frequently, regularly? Or can't you phone me frequently? Can't you call more frequently? No? Can't you call me more frequently? The answer is can't you call me or phone me more frequently? So the word is frequently. Number 3. I am not deaf, you know. I'm not deaf, you know. Would you mind speaking a bit more softly, politely, a bit softly or politely, more softly, more politely. Okay. So the structure you have to follow, you have to remember is that comparative like more plus adverb. Or if it is like fast, there is no use of more fast. You can make it faster. So in this way, you have to complete this exercise as well. And students, generally we have completed this point as well. Now comparing some of the verbs in 36, page number 36. comparisons with verbs. Comparison with verbs in 36, page number 36.4. And how to write it? Can you write? Complete each of the following about following such conversation using a comparison ER or more than. तपाईले यहाँ ER अथवा more than लगाएर यसलाई कम्प्लिट गर्नुपर्ने छ। यहाँ हेर्नुस् है, थोरै कुरा ख्याल गर्नु होला। यसमा तपाईहरुले देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ यहाँ केही कुराहरु दिएको छ। जस्तो एक्जाम्पल हेर्नुस्। फर्स्ट, okay, the first one is I am getting terribly fat. I am getting terribly fat. Eat calories you chop. So the answer is that is because you eat more calories than you use up. That is because you eat more calories than you use up. Now number 2, he won't win. He is too small. अब तपाईले यहाँ के प्रयोग गर्नु पर्यो भने त्यहाँ ब्राकेटमा दिएको be weak look हेर्नुस् है। नम्बर 2 मा be weak look भन्ने छ हो। ती वर्डहरुलाई चाहिँ तपाईले प्रयोग गर्नु पर्यो। त्यसलाई प्रयोग गरेर तपाईले त्यो सेन्टेन्स कम्प्लिट गर्नुस्। जस्तो he won't win, he is too small। अब तपाईले के भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ? A, but he is not as weak as he looks. He is not as weak as he looks. यसरी गर्नुस्। He is not as weak as he looks। त्यस्तै गरी नम्बर 3, his writing is good but his accent's terrible. Write well, speak. These are the words. Write well, speak. So then use them like, yes, he writes better than he speaks. He writes better than he speaks. This point, okay. So this is also one of the possible questions that could be asked in the examination. So in the examination, from the examination point of view, this unit 9 is very important. From any point of unit 9, only one question might be asked. So please try your best. You have to practice it, practice a lot, so then you can easily complete, easily write or do the exercise. Okay, now dear students, come to the new topic, new point, that is unit 10. Unit 10, it is one of the important topic where we talk different points, past and the present. And there is use of used to. The word used to has been given there, so you have to use this used to. तपाईले पेज नम्बर 67 हेर्नुस् स्टुडेन्ट्स बुकको। तपाईले पढ्ने बुकको 67 पेजमा हेर्नुस् used to, past and the present. So there are two pictures there. Many Eskimos no longer live as they used to do. They live in our houses and they work in factories and for American oil companies. Many Eskimos have become completely Americanized. They wear Western clothes, they go to school, and most of them speak English. Instead of hunting and fishing, they buy food from supermarkets. They even buy frozen meat and vegetables. So you found the use of used to. तपाईले यो एउटा प्याराग्राफ भित्र used to को प्रयोग गरेको कुरा सुन्नुभयो। अब यसैलाई यहाँ एक्जाम्पलमा दिएको छ। What Eskimos didn't used to do or they used to do. उनीहरुले के गर्थे के गर्दैनथे। used to को अर्थ यस्तो गर्थे, उनीहरुको यस्तो थियो, उनीहरुले यस्तो गर्थे। जस्तो for example, when I was 5 years old, at that time I used to write just a single sentence. I used to wear shorts and shorts. मैले त्यति बेला shorts भनेको हाफ प्यान्ट लगाउने गर्थे। used to do भनेको I did not used to take shoes. जब म 5 वर्षको थिएँ त्यति बेला मैले जुत्ता लगाउने गर्दैन थिएँ। यस्तो खालको यस्तो गर्थिन भन्नको लागि तपाईले used to को प्रयोग गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। अब यहाँ यही कुरा दिएको छ, तपाईले used to लाई कसरी प्रयोग गर्ने भन्ने कुरा ख्याल गर्नु होला। यो पोइन्टमा हामीले कुनै पनि पहिले गर्ने गरेको बानी अथवा छाडेको बानी, जस्तो you had the habit, and first of all you had the habit, but now it is you don't have such type of habits. once you used to do means you had the habit. पहिला गरेको तर अहिले त्यो बानी नभएको, यस्तोको लागि used to प्रयोग गर्न सकिन्छ। तर पहिला एक पटक मात्रै गरेको र अहिले फेरि नगरेको भनेर जनाउने होइन कि पहिला चाहिँ बारम्बार यस्तो गर्ने भनेको ह्याबिट थियो, बानी थियो भन्नको लागि तपाईले used to गर्नु पर्यो। हेर्नुस् है, बुझ्नु होला। used to को नेगेटिभ दुईवटा हुन्छ, जस्तो हामीले did not लागेर did not used to do गर्न पनि सक्छौं र अर्को did को प्रयोग नगरी not मात्रै थपेर used not to गर्न पनि सक्छौं। जनरली I used to do, I did not used to do, है, I did not used to do र सिधै I used not to do, यस्तो खालको I used not गरेर पनि हामीले सिधै गर्न सक्छौं, त्यो गर्न सकिन्छ। अब हेर्नुस्, यसैलाई हामीले के कुरा कसरी गरिन्छ त, यो प्र्याक्टिसमा जाउँ। पेज नम्बर 67 को प्र्याक्टिस हेर्नुस्। यहाँ प्र्याक्टिसमा दिएको छ, यही क्वेशन एक्जाममा धेरै पटक सोधिएको छ भाइ बहिनीहरु, ख्याल गर्नु होला। कसरी सोधिन्छ त, यहाँ दिएको छ these sentences below are connected with a habitual। यो habitual भनेको बानी व्यवहार, हेर्नुस् हाम्रो पहिले लागेको बानी। habitual past actions are with the past tense। पुरानो past habitual actionहरु चाहिँ यहाँ दिएको छ with past states, हैन, बितेको कुराहरु अवस्थाको बारेमा। change them used to do। अब तपाईले यिनीहरुलाई used to do को प्रयोग गरेर सेन्टेन्स बनाउनुस्, जसमा नेगेटिभ भयो भने did not plus used to गर्नु होला। यसको फर्मुला यही हो कि सब्जेक्ट प्लस, हेर्नुस् है, यसको फर्मुला तपाईले टिप्न सक्नुहुन्छ स्ट्रक्चर। इफ यु लाइक यु क्यान कपी द स्ट्रक्चर। सब्जेक्ट प्लस used to प्लस verb 1, सब्जेक्ट प्लस used to प्लस verb 1, अथवा नेगेटिभ छ भने गर्दैनथे भन्ने, त्यो तपाईको बानी थियो, यस्तो नगर्ने बानी थियो भन्नु पर्यो भने सब्जेक्ट प्लस did not use to, फेरि टिप्नुस्, सब्जेक्ट प्लस did not use to प्लस verb 1, अथवा सब्जेक्ट प्लस used not to प्लस verb 1, used not to प्लस verb 1 गर्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ। गर्थे अथवा गर्दैनथे, यस्तो गर्ने बानी थियो, यस्तो गर्ने बानी थिएन भन्नको लागि तपाईले यसरी गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। ओके, नेक्स्ट, the first question is done for you, and then we go through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the first question: he lived in France as a boy. Okay, are you ready? If you are ready, then you can write it. It is very important from examination point of view. Okay, so first of all, he lived in France as a boy. The subject is he, and write he plus used to, he used to. What is the main verb of the sentence? Lived. So you have to write the verb 1 of the main verb. Main verb को V1 लेख्नुस्। अब किन भन्दा अगाडि हामीले used to the past लेखिसक्यौं, he लेख्यौं, सब्जेक्ट used to past गरिसक्यौं। अब lived को verb 1 के हुन्छ? he used to, lived को V1 हुन्छ live। he used to live in France as a boy. He used to live in France as a boy. Okay. Now, number 2. At one time there were trees in the garden. At one time there were trees in the garden. So the subject is, just go with the adverbial. At one time there is subject. There used to, there is subject, and write used to, there used to plus verb 1 of the main verb. यहाँ को main verb के छ? where। त्यही used to plus verb 1, where को V1 के हुन्छ? used to be, where को verb 1 be हुन्छ, हैन। अब यसको आन्सर के भयो? At one time there used to be trees in the garden. At one time there used to be trees in the garden. Number 3. Question number 3. They didn't go out in those days. They didn't go out in those days. The answer is they is subject, didn't is there. So they did not used to, U-S-E, used to, because didn't is there. They didn't used to go out in those days. They didn't go out in those days. Now number 4. I was in love with her. I was in love with her Can you guess the answer? Okay, try please. I is the subject and used to, and main verb is I used to, main verb is was. And what is the base form? Verb 1 of was? It is be. So the answer is I used to be in love with her. I used to be in love with her. Number 5, question number 5. We is the subject, used to, we used to, verb 1 of the went. Okay, verb 1 of the went is go. So we used to go to school together. We used to go to school together. Number 6, it is very important, so go through the questions, all the questions please. Question number 6, how did you spend the winter evenings? It is in the question interrogative format, question format. So write it. How did you used to spend the winter evenings? To spend the winter evenings. Now number 7, 8, 9, 10. The four questions are the homeworks for the students. You have to write. तपाईहरुले अरु बाँकी 7, 8, 9, 10 नम्बर चाहिँ तपाईहरुले कम्प्लिट गर्नुस्. मैले दिएको एक्जाम्पलहरु एन्सरहरु सँगै स्ट्रक्चर पनि दिएको छु. Follow the same structure so that you will be able to complete, write them. Okay. Now come to the next point in page number 69. Things have changed. Page number 69. Things have changed. यहाँ तपाईहरुले केही कुराहरु आफूले केही समय नभेटेको साथीसँग आफू कुरा गर्दाखेरि केही कुराहरु कसरी गर्छौं हेरौं है त यहाँ छ. जस्तै you are talking to friend you haven't seen for some time. Have conversation as in the example. तल दिएको एक्जाम्पलमा जस्तै साथीसँग कुरा गर. It is in the dialogue format. Conversation छ, कुराकानी छ. A and B. How is Newcastle? SH. How is Newcastle? B replies. Oh, I don't live in Newcastle anymore or any longer. Anymore or any longer. And again, A asks the question. Oh, you have moved, have you? B replies. Yes. I bought a cottage in Wales a few months ago. It is quite nice actually. In the examination, you have to use तपाईले यहाँनेर ख्याल गर्नुस् ए को कुरा तपाईलाई गाह्रो छैन ए को ठाउँमा क्वेशन सार्नुहुन्छ जस्तो ए ले के भन्छ एले सिधै हाउ इज न्यूक्यासल भने चाहिँ क्वेशन नम्बर 1 छ जस्तो हाउ आर यु गेटिङ अन एट कलेज भनेर सोध्नुहुन्छ हाउ आर यु गेटिङ अन एट कलेज भनेर सोध्नुहुन्छ जस्तो यही क्वेशन हामीले ए मा सोध्छौं ए ले त्यही भन्छ हाउ आर यु गेटिङ अन एट द कलेज भनेर सोध्छ बी ले के भन्छ हो यहाँनेर हेर्नुस् ओ हेर्नुस् है ओ यहाँ आई डोन्ट लिभ इन न्यूक्यासल एनीमोर भने चाहिँ यहाँ आई एम नट एट कलेज एनीमोर तपाईले यहाँ प्रेजेन्ट टेन्समा नेगेटिभ बनाउनुस् आई डोन्ट लिभ अथवा आई डोन्ट गो टु कलेज एनीमोर भन्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ है आई डोन्ट गो टु कलेज एनीमोर एनी लंगर बुझ्नुभयो एनीमोर अथवा एनी लंगर भनेर यसरी गर्नुस् त्यसपछि अब तल फेरि एले भन्छ जस्तो माथि जस्तै क्वेशन यस्तै गरी क्वेशन सोध्नुस् कि यस यसमा के भन्छ ओ यु हैव लेफ्ट इट हैव यु त्यसोभए तिमीले के कलेज जान छोड्यौ त हैव यु लेफ्ट इट हैव यु अनि बी को आन्सर हुन्छ फेरि यस आई लेफ्ट इट लास्ट इयर तल गएर तपाईले पास्टमा बनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ अगाडि प्रेजेन्टमा क्वेशन सोधियो तल लगाएर पास्टमा इन्डिङ गर्ने किन भन्दा फर्स्ट प्रेजेन्टमा टक हुन्छ सेकेन्ड एबी फेरि पास्टमा टक हुन्छ यहाँ सरसर्ती हेर्नु होला त्यति धेरै तपाईहरु एक्जाम्पल बेस्ड क्वेशन छ एक्जाम्पल दिन्छ मोडेल दिन्छ सो यु हैव टु follow the model so a few questions are done for you here so please listen it carefully hey question number first हेरौं मैले भनि पनि सके how are you getting on the college again how are you getting on at college B said I am not at college or I don't go to college anymore and again A asked in the past for yes in the present perfect oh you have left it have you and B says B replies the answer in the past tense yes I left it last year I left it last year question number 2 how are you and Pat getting on How are you and Pat getting on? Okay, answer this question. Reply him. अब यही क्वेशनलाई B ले के भन्छ? A ले भन्यो, How are you and Pat getting on? B says, Oh, we don't work any longer. Oh, we don't work any longer. And again A asks, Oh, you have left your job, have you? Oh, you have left your job, have you? Again B says, Yes, we left it 3 months ago, 5 months ago, 1 year ago. यसरी गर्नुस् है। यसरी तपाईहरुले यो एक्सरसाइज गर्नुस् र त्यसैमा थोरै कुराहरु तल पनि छ। नाउ राइट सेन्टेन्सेस एक्सप्लेनिङ इच चेन्ज भनेको छ। यसरी पनि तपाईहरुलाई तलको क्वेशनहरु पनि सोध्न सक्छ एक्जाममा केही कुराहरु। र त्यो भन्दा सबैभन्दा एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण प्वाइन्ट यो सरसर्ती प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुस्। मैले भने चाहिँ यहाँ एक्जाम्पलमा दिएको जस्तै गरी र सबैभन्दा मेन इम्पोर्टेन्ट यो युनिटमा अर्को छ एउटा 10.1 र अब जान्छौं हामी 10.5। त्यो चाहिँ सरसर्ती तपाईहरुले केही प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुस् भनेर मात्रै म छोडे, किनभने त्यति धेरै इम्पोर्टेन्ट पनि छैन। ठिकै छ, तर इम्पोर्टेन्ट छैन भन्दैमा फेरि छोड्न हुँदैन। प्र्याक्टिस चाहिँ गर्नुस्। एक्जाम्पल बेस्ड छ। एक्जाम्पल बेस्ड क्वेशन हुँदाखेरि एक्जाम्पल दिन्छु, त्यही अनुसार फलो गर्नुस्। मैले 1 र 2 बताएँ, अरु कुराहरु तपाईले प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुस् प्लिज। कम टु 10.5। One important topic is here. So यो टपिकमा तपाईहरुले के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ भने हेर्नु होला कि some of the things have been changed there. 10.5 There is Belcombe used to be an unspoiled village on the south coast of England, but you would not recognize it now. They have developed it. हेर्नुस् यहाँ यो प्यासेजमा हेर्नुस्, they have developed it एउटा सेन्टेन्स as tourist resort and they have completely destroyed it. Destroyed भन्ने verb छ, underline गर्नुस्। Its old atmosphere. They have pulled verb 2 यो pulled लाई चाहिँ underline गर्नुस्। They have pulled down the picturesque old cottage by the harbor and they have built लाई पनि underline गर्नुस्। A hideous luxury hotel there instead. They have widened number underline गर्नुस्, 4 गर्नुस् अथवा नम्बरिङ गर्नुस्। Widened and resurfaced all the old cobbled streets and they have cut down underline गर्नुस् cut down the trees in the village square and put a car park. Put like underline गर्नुस् car park there. Even the old village shop isn't there anymore. They have turned like underline गर्नु it into one of those awful cafes where everything seems to be made of plastic and they have put like underline garnu a big sign outside saying yeah all the tea shop. अब यहाँ तपाईले के कुरा बुझ्नुभयो? मैले भर्ब अन्डरलाइन गर्नुस् भने नम्बर 8 आठवटा भर्बहरु तिनैलाई तल लगाएर हामीले प्यासिभ गर्छौं त्यसलाई। द प्रेजेन्ट पर्फेक्ट प्यासिभ गर्दा तपाईले ध्यान दिनुपर्ने कुरा सब्जेक्ट अथवा ऑब्जेक्ट अफ द एक्टिभ सेन्टेन्स को ऑब्जेक्ट लाई हामी सब्जेक्ट बनाउँछौं प्यासिभ वॉइस मा। त्यसपछि हैज और हैव if it is singular has, if it is plural, if the subject is plural then has plus been plus v3 verb 3। अब हेर्नुस् यहाँनेर example has been given there. They have developed in the village as a tourist resort. First verb थियो त्यो developed भन्ने, मैले underline गर्नुस् भनेको थिएँ। अब त्यस्तै गरी यहाँ the village has been यहाँ छ they have developed the village। ओ यो the village भन्ने चाहिँ object छ, तो the village लाई subject बनायो यहाँले। हेर्नुस् त the village has been developed as a tourist resort। यस्तै गरी तपाईले चेन्ज गर्नुपर्छ। अब माथि जानुस् त अघिको the atmosphere of the village माथि छ त्यहाँ। यहाँ दिएको छ क्वेशनमा के भनिएको छ भन्दा they have completely destroyed its old atmosphere। हेर्नुस् atmosphere भन्ने यहाँ आयो। यस्तै खालको क्वेशन हामीलाई दिन्छ, तपाईलाई क्वेशन दिन्छ, यस्तो प्यासेज दिँदैन, सीधा क्वेशन दिन्छ। अब तपाईले कसरी प्यासिभ गराउनुहुन्छ यहाँ दिए अनुसार तपाईले यसरी गर्नुस्। जस्तो हेर्नुस् है क्वेशन नम्बर 1, क्वेशन नम्बर 1 को आन्सर हुन्छ द एटमोस्फियर अफ द भिलेज भन्नेलाई द एटमोस्फियर अफ द भिलेज हैज बीन कम्प्लिटली डिस्ट्रोयड। अफ द भिलेज एटमोस्फियर अफ द भिलेज हैज बीन कम्प्लिटली डिस्ट्रोयड। नम्बर 2 भर्ब छ has or have plus been plus B3 गर्नुस्. The old cottages have been verb के छ माथि pulled भन्ने छ हैन, त्यसैले pull down गर्नुस्. The old cottages have been pulled down. Number 3, a luxury hotel has been verb माथि छ, त्यो verbलाई built गर्नुस्. A luxury hotel has been built. Next question number 4. The streets have been widened and resurfaced. The streets have been widened and resurfaced. Number 5. The trees in the square have been cut down. The trees in the square have been cut down. So students, number other 6, 7, 8, you have to complete them. So you are now at home, so you have to practice them with the support of the examples that has been given in the book. And I explained, I provided the answer from 1 to 5. So 6, 7 and 8 are the homeworks for the students. So it is your task, your job. Now today's last topic, and it is not so difficult. And please turn the page. Now we are on the page number 72, 10.6. In 10.6, you can have a list of the vocabulary here. So how do you use them? So work in pairs, interview each other about how often you do things below compared to a few years ago. Make a note of your partner's answers. अब यो पनि एक्जाम्पल बेस्ड क्वेसन छ. यहाँ तपाईले क्वेसन बनाउनु पर्ने छ, डायलगमा छ. ठ्याक्कै सजिलो छ यो. भन्दा क्वेसन बनाउनुस्, आन्सर दिनुस्. जस्तो डु यु गो टु पार्टीज एज अफन एज यु युज्ड टु डु or used to. अनि बीले भन्छ आई गो टु पार्टीज. उ माथि भन्यो डु यु गो भन्दाखेरि यस आई गो टु पार्टीज. माथि भनेर चाहिँ डु यु गो टु पार्टीज भन्दा यस आई गो टु पार्टीज. मोर अफ्टन, एज अफन भन्नेलाई मोर अफ्टन नाउ देन आई युज्ड टु डु or used to. No, often now than I used to. र तल गएर फेरि if you don't go to the parties, तपाई पार्टीमा जानुहुन्न भने नेगेटिभ बनाउनुस्. No, I don't go to parties as often as I used to. र त्यसैले well I don't go to parties anymore भनेर नेगेटिभ बनाउन सक्नुहुन्छ. यसरी गराउने भनेको छ यहाँ. जस्तो यहाँ भन्यो do you go to parties. यहाँ पार्टीजको कुरा एक्जाम्पल हामी गर्छौं. यो फर्स्टमा हामी पार्टीको कुरा गर्यौं. नम्बर 2 मा जाउँ. क्वेशन नम्बर 2 मा जानुभयो भने फर्स्टको हामी गरिसक्यौं. 2 मा जाउँ. डु यु गो टु द सिनेमा भन्ने. अब त्यो सिनेमा भन्ने छ, सिनेमा अफ्टन भन्ने वर्ड राख्नु पर्यो. हेर्नुस् है, अफ्टन भन्ने वर्डलाई प्रयोग गरेर सिनेमा भन्ने छ. अब हाउ डु यु आस्क द क्वेशन. फर्स्ट एले सोध्छ डु यु गो टु द सिनेमा एज अफ्टन एज यु युज्ड टु. अगेन डु यु गो टु द सिनेमा. अघि हामी पार्टीज भन्ने थियो भने do you go to the cinema often भन्ने वर्ड छ as often as you used to question mark. B replies yes. अब हो भन्ने हो भने yes भन्नुस्. I go to the cinema more often. माथिकोलाई as often भन्नेलाई more often now than I used to. अब नम्बर B ले के भन्न सक्छ अथवा त्यसैको तल नेगेटिभ बनाउनु पर्यो भने no I don't go to the cinema as often as I used to. I don't go to the cinema as often as I used to. तपाई नेगेटिभ बनाउनुहुन्छ कि अफर्मेटिभ बनाउनुहुन्छ, it is your choice. Number 3, cry often. Cry is the verb and often. So, do you cry as often as you used to? B says, well, I cry as often as I used to. Yes, I cry as often or more often. You can use more often as well. More often than I used to. Or if you make it negative बनाउनुहुन्छ भने यसैलाई के भन्नुस्. तपाईले नेगेटिभ बनाउँदा यसको आन्सर हुन्छ well I don't cry anymore. सिधै भन्न पनि पाइयो. Or I don't cry as often as I used to. नेगेटिभ बनाउँदा दुईवटा एक्जाम्पल छ त्यहाँ. I don't go to parties भने चाहिँ I don't go parties anymore भने चाहिँ दुईटा एक्जाम्पल. यसरी गर्नु होला है. 1 2 3 तीनटा क्वेशनको आन्सर म बताएँ र हाम्रो समय पनि करिब आजको समय सकिन लागेको छ. त्यो हुँदाखेरि विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरु तपाईहरुले तलका एक्जाम्पलहरुको बेसमा रहेर आन्सरहरु लेख्नुस् र त्यो एन्सरहरूलाई प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस्, अरू क्वेसन पनि प्र्याक्टिस गर्नुहोस्, so that you can easily come to the point, you easily achieve the answer. Okay, so यति भन्दै आजको क्लास तपाईहरुलाई कस्तो लाग्यो फिडब्याक दिन नबिर्सिनु होला, सल्लाह सुझाव दिनु होला भन्दै तपाईहरु अत्यन्तै मेहनत गर्नुस्, पढ्नुस् भन्ने शुभकामना सहित आजको कार्यक्रम यही अन्त्य हुन्छ। धन्यवाद।
कक्षा 11 र 12 को परीक्षा तयारी गरिरहेका भाइ बहिनीहरू, तपाईलाई ट्युसन अन एयर को आजको अंक कस्तो लाग्यो? सहयोगी संस्था तानसेन नगरपालिका ट्युसन अन एयर कार्यक्रमको परामर्शदाता भगवती टोल तानसेनमा रहेको इभरग्रीन एजुकेशन सेन्टर ईईसी का सञ्चालक पुण्य सुवेदी लगायत अध्यापनको क्रममा खट्नुहुने सम्पूर्ण आदरणीय गुरुवर्गहरूमा सादर नमन गर्दछौं। भाइ बहिनीहरू, हामीलाई पत्राचार गर्न चाहनुभयो भने हामीलाई पत्राचार गर्ने ठेगाना टिप्नुहोस्। हाम्रो ठेगाना हो दूर शिक्षा कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर, युनिक एफएम 94.2 मेगाहर्ज, तानसेन 5, कैलाशनगर। र हाम्रो इमेल आईडी पनि नोट गर्नुहोस्, news.uniquefm@gmail.com। भाइ बहिनीहरू, ट्युसन अन एयर कार्यक्रम हाम्रो एफएम को आधिकारिक वेबसाइट www.uniquefmpalpa.com बाट पनि तपाईहरूले हेर्न र सुन्न सक्नुहुनेछ।
ट्युसन अन एयर,
compulsory English book, and this book is for science students, commerce students, management students.
दूर शिक्षा रेडियो कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर, मनको आवाज युनिक एफएम 94.2 मेगाहर्ज र तानसेन नगरपालिकाको सहकार्यमा।
कोरोना संक्रमण रोकथामका लागि जारी लकडाउनको अवस्थालाई मध्यनजर गरी उत्पादन गरिएको दूर शिक्षा रेडियो कार्यक्रम ट्युसन अन एयर।